I like just started getting like a sliver of success in comedy.
Like what B stands for bitches. That's not gonna cut it though.
The B stands for boys' butts.
It's like a peach fuzz mustache. It is. May I?
Give it a feel.
It was cool to be able to talk to Adam Ray when he was at my home club 3E's. He was telling me that he has this Dr. Phil idea, and I'm like, what?
The freaking voicemail from Bill Burr. The J.J. Alexander Show. So we're live. Let's talk about window cleaning. This is for those of you in the Colorado Springs area only, by the way. If you're like most of us, the last thing you want to do is spend your spare time on a honeydew that more often than not looks like you cleaned it with a pork chop. Why not just hire a professional from the get-go to get those windows streak-free as your bride had in mind? Check out Bailout Window Cleaning on Facebook for your window cleaning and screen repair needs. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I think I should get a bicep curl bar and just start ripping in my room.
I just got a dumbbell in one arm, Nietzsche in the other. Just
Literally,
you got
literally? Jake, literally? Look at this. Fyodor Dostoevsky right here.
Oh, that's one of my favorite books.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. It's great. It's a masterpiece.
So you actually have read The Brothers Karamazov?
Yes, cover to cover.
Dude, hell yeah. I didn't know you were like that.
Yeah.
I should have looked at you and been like, this guy knows a little bit about Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful piece of literature, man.
It is.
I didn't expect that. That's very good. So would you say favorite book? Is that Brothers Karamazov up there? Is that even how you say that?
Karamazov, something like that.
Karamazov?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Russian. That's what Tupitza, that's a Russian name.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dostoevsky, what other books you like?
I haven't been reading as much as I should be. My New Year's resolution was to read War and Peace, and I made it about 300 pages in, which is not enough.
How many pages is War and Peace?
The copy I have is like 1,300.
Wow.
And it's pretty dry.
Yeah, I just started reading "Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee." Good book, man. But
Who's that by?
I don't know the name of the author, but basically it's like it's a very good history of Native America. So it's very it talks about all like the differences between like tribes and different conflicts. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee. At Wounded Knee. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, dude, it's so sad. They did. Oh, I haven't seen that movie. But yeah, it kind of talks about like how the whites would just consistently prank the Native Americans, just like doing terrible things. Like I just read this part of the book where they did like a horse racing competition, and it was like the Indians versus like the settlers, and basically the settlers went and clipped the like Achilles of the horse that the Indian guy was on, because everyone was gambling on it. It was like a really big deal because all the Indians were like, of course we're gonna win because they were objectively better horse riders. So they clipped the horse's Achilles, and they're like, we need to run it back. It was the horse that was the problem, not the rider. But then they literally just locked them out and then killed all of the Native Americans that were like there. It was like a massacre.
Wow. So this is a comedy podcast,
Yeah.
right?
Oh shit! Yeah. Dude, hell yeah.
You're like,
Let's talk about
riff on that, big boy.
Go. Funny that up, piece of shit, dude. Yeah, let's talk about Rebellion and Grand Inquisitor real fast.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the best case against the existence of God in literature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how old were you when you read that book?
It was like last year. It was 25.
Wow. That's what made you want to read it.
I read Crime and Punishment because I heard it was good, and it was. And then I just was curious about his other stuff. I heard that Brothers Karamazov was like even better.
Yeah.
So I read that.
Yeah, I need to read Crime and Punishment. We do like if I could borrow your copy, that'd be awesome. But
I don't have it on me, but
at some point. I think that would be a very funny thing for us at open mics, just to be trading like big books of Russian literature.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's what we need to be doing. I think that's a very funny thing for you to do, is just to sit there, just like reading War and Peace, just at an open mic, and then going up and like talking about how like you can suck your own dick.
Yeah,
it's like
But there's got to be some underlying philosophy behind sucking my own dick.
It's about self-sufficiency.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's about being reliant on yourself.
It's really the most stoic act a man can do is suck his own penis.
If you suck your own penis, it means that you believe in yourself. It's about you doing the things that are hard, you know.
The woke liberals nowadays, they don't even have a penis.
These woke liberals can't even suck their own dicks. Why? Dude, can you pull up Jordan Peterson, Up Yours, Woke Moralist? This is my favorite video on the internet. Yeah, man.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
I'm playing again.
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Oh, God. Caleb and I saw Jordan Peterson at the Pikes Peak Center.
I bet you did.
Shut the fuck up, Jake. It was a gift, okay? I didn't spend $200 a ticket on that. It was a gift, like actually, but yeah, it was interesting. Like he disagrees with like Richard Dawkins in terms of like he said that like the Bible, it doesn't matter that it's true because it's philosophy is the highest form of truth was his argument, and then Richard Dawkins is like it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's just humans.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
I think you made the mistake of inferring that because I've read some Russian books that I am smart.
Oh yeah, I think you actually are smart.
No, I am, but just not in the traditional sense.
Yeah. What do you think intelligence is?
I don't know, who cares?
Now this is podcasting. Who cares if I'm a dumbass? No, man, I do feel like I'm really dumb most of the time. And then there's like certain glimpses I'm like, at least I'm smarter than that guy. That's what I think intelligence is superiority.
That's what matters, yeah.
It's not about being smart for you. It's about being better than others. That's the key.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're all going to be dead. So
that is true. What's that?
Who cares how smart a dead guy is?
Was that Dostoevsky that you just quoted right there?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
It's Tolstoy that I...
It was Chomsky, dude. Yeah, man. No, it's great. I loved. So did you go to college?
I did.
Where'd you go?
I went to Virginia Tech.
You went to VT?
I did.
Oh man, how was that?
It was cool.
Were you a party guy or just like studies?
Yeah. I didn't really want to be there.
Really?
So
why didn't you want to be at Virginia Tech? Did you want to go to a different school? Or
no,
just
I think
like college.
I think I was like in my first year and I just kind of realized like I graduated, but I just
You're like
stuck it out. Yeah,
that is very funny because
like while I'm there.
Yeah, because I
wanted to drop out the whole time,
but you just kept pushing on. You're like, I can do it. That's the difference between you and me. I went to college. I was like, this sucks, and then I left. And I'm like, maybe I'll try again, and then I dropped out again, and I was like, this blows. But the discipline to stick it out is huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you went to VT, didn't like it.
I did enjoy my time there.
That's good.
But
Go Hokies, right?
Yeah, Hokies. I had more to do with the fact that I got to move out of my parents' house at a time when you should.
Yeah, that's good. I think I moved out.
And I made good friends there too.
Yeah, like, what do you think is the key to making friends?
Not being a dickhead. I don't know. Do you need help or do you?
Shut up,
You're just
man.
telling me.
Shut up, man. So the way to make friends is you ask them to be on your podcast and then be really nice the whole time.
Yeah, you buy them lunch.
You buy them lunch, dude.
You put their dick in your mouth a little bit.
Treat your guests well, man.
Yeah, and so far you're 3 for 3.
3 for 3, man. Oh man, if you're like, hey,
or you could just have drugs. That's the other way.
Yeah. I remember
that's the non-traditional route.
I forgot who I was talking to. But I was talking to this other comic, Ryan Young, and I was like, yeah, like I feel like I've made so much more friends since I started like smoking weed. And he's like, oh, just wait till you start doing cocaine. Which I'm like, that everyone is your best friend when you have hard drugs.
Sure.
Yeah. No, that's good. Virginia Tech's.
Uh-huh.
That, man. What made you want to get into stand-up? I'm not sure if I ever asked you this.
I always liked it.
Mm.
I've been a fan since I was a kid, and then I like went to an open mic with a friend of mine, and then she was like, "So when are you gonna go up?" And I was like, "I should." So the next week I went back and I signed up, and then
Here we are.
yeah,
Here we are. New Faces finalist.
I didn't
Jake
have anything
Tupitza.
else better going on, so
That honestly, that's why. That's why most people got into stand up is because like stuff was not going great. Like
Yeah.
it's usually like your life's kind of like slightly miserable, and there's a void, and then you start doing stand up comedy. Like I started stand up like pretty much right after I went through like a pretty tough breakup and COVID. And I was like, oh, I need to do something with my life in order to do something interesting. And then I just kind of dove in and then started doing open mics every single day, and then just can't stop now. Now I'm in too deep, and I have a freaking podcast, and I'm, doing.
I mean, you could stop.
You can give up. By the
can-
way, guys, at any point, whenever you're doing something, you can
Guys.
quit.
Look here, you can quit. For most of you, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So what were you saying?
100%. If you're listening to this podcast, whatever you're thinking about doing, you should give up on it. Whatever it is.
Get a nice job in sales.
Get a great sales job. That's the key.
Yeah.
I want like a motivational speaker that just tells you to get a day job. That'd be nice. Just like, hey, you know what? Settle down. You know what? You've tried your dreams and they didn't work out. Do you think there's anything that would make you just stop doing comedy?
I don't know. Probably like maybe if I have something better to do.
Yeah.
Something better comes along.
Just something better. Just waiting. Just every day, just like, come on. Just like, I really hope knitting just like scratches that itch,
Yeah.
Just do a bunch of hobbies to try to like stop doing it. Yeah, I don't think anyone that kind of goes like more than like a couple years in can just like hang it up. I think it's always like a piece of you.
I've heard around 5 years. That's kind of the first big barrier. So when people start to give up.
Yeah, no, I was talking to like a couple like the big dogs, kind of, and like the people that like I looked up to in stand up, and they're like kind of having like these crises of like, oh, maybe I should like quit or give up. Like, how do I know if I'm ever gonna like succeed in the way that I want to? Because like once you kind of get to a certain level and you're seeing like your friends like get huge opportunities and stuff, that can make a lot of people that aren't getting those opportunities extremely mad and upset. Like, I bet you're about to run into that with something that's happening in your near future. If you want to talk about that,
Yeah.
I have it on my little thing. Got roast battle coming up. You want to?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the next All Fours show.
Oh, All Fours. Yeah, I got that too, man. No
All
one's got it
Fours
like
comedy.
Jake's got it.
April 16th.
April 16th. I'm not sure if we'll have this out, but
That's okay.
but yeah, just go check
Or
out.
May something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
or follow Jake on social media. All the show
Yeah.
dates will be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just like you kind of like that 5-year mark. If you just move past that, I hope I don't quit by then. I think I'll be okay.
Well, if you do quit, you'll probably be glad, right? Like it would be sad if you quit
Yeah,
and you loved what you were doing.
but if you quit, it's
You're
like
like, I
relief.
love comedy, but I have to quit.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that. That's probably when you're like, usually it's by the time you like hate stand up and you're like, why am I doing this? And this sucks.
Yeah.
And you don't feel that same like itch scratched. Because like I was talking to Trent about this, and he was like talking about him opening up for Nate Jackson, and like Nate Jackson really likes having Trent around because Trent still is like very excited about doing stand up all the time. Because like for him, it's just his job. You get to a point and like you're a traveling headliner. It's like, oh, this is your hour of material you're doing every single weekend. You just have that, and that's your material. It's less exciting, but you have like those young guys that it's still their dream. Like that can motivate even someone that's a traveling headliner and like crushing it.
Sure.
It's like having the passion in your heart, which you have.
That's why I date teenagers.
Clip it. That's it. Just that. That's what we're gonna clip out of this whole episode. Just Jake saying, "That's why I date teenagers," out of context.
It's because of their passion.
Their passion, their moxie.
They still want to piss off their parents.
They do want to piss off their parents. Can you go? Let's pull this up. Can you
Google
see?
age of consent. Age of consent, Utah. Look that up.
Oh yeah, age of consent, Utah. I like that.
It's probably concerning.
My computer's gonna get searched by the FBI.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
No, you're looking up the law. Okay.
We're making sure you're not
cannot-
breaking.
Yeah, you 18. Okay.
Yeah, good for them.
That's fair. That's a little high, but
There are whoa. There are exceptions. As a minor who is 14 or 15 can consent to having sex. Oh, that makes sense.
yeah.
Oh,
Now, how old do you have to be to get married?
look at
in
Vatican.
Utah?
Vatican age of consent. I think we might have actually pulled this up on
think we
another
did.
podcast.
You're a hack.
We are. You're a hack, dude. Oh, well, good for them.
Okay, so we learned something.
Yeah, we did. What about Japan? I think Japan's bad.
I think they're ahead of us in a lot of ways. So yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, they raised it from 13 to 16.
That's progress to some people.
It is.
I don't know why I'm playing the top half of this podcast as a sex predator, but
This is very bad. I don't like any of this.
we can move on.
Pull up Jerry Seinfeld 17-year-old girlfriend. No, seriously, pull up Jerry Seinfeld 17-year-old girlfriend. I think it's real. I heard
it's real.
Jerry Seinfeld. Boom.
To be fair, she was 17, but she was a senior in high school, so she was mature for her age.
How could you be underage?
That's a Michael Isaacs bit. He does Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's so funny. I
What's-
love Michael Isaacs. He's the man.
Underage.
I was wondering.
What's
I was
the
like, I heard
over-under?
that before.
What's the over/under on you getting over it?
Oh God, yeah. That is Michael Isaacs' bit. I love that joke because I was like, there has to be. So I was like, I remember someone doing it. Oh yeah. Also, I heard another very funny bit that my friend Noah does. He's the guy I'm going to do sketches with. He does suicidal Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
He's like, I just can't take it anymore. Every day is a nightmare. And then just like him just calling a suicide hotline. It's very funny.
Seinfeld.
Suicidal. About to Seinfeld
So
myself.
is this your podcast? We just do other people's bits.
That is it. That is it. That's how we do it. I'm like, hey, you need to check out these other guys that are funnier than we are. That's
Well,
what we need to do.
speak for yourself.
Hell
but-
yeah, dude. That's what I like. Look at the moxie on Jake, dude. Got it, man.
So I'm drinking Moxie.
That's why you're drinking freaking liquid death, man. Yeah,
Means we're real comedians now.
real comedians. Yeah, we're like freaking Bert Kreischer and freaking I don't know some other guy.
Yeah, take your shirt off. Don't do that.
I'll do it, man.
I
I'll
don't
take
want
my
to see
shirt off.
that.
Yeah, I was telling you I got booked to do a topless show, and I decided not to because I'm ashamed of my body. Like, yeah, I just don't. I just think I need to like maybe like stop eating bread for a bit, and then because I want it to be like wow, you know. Because right now it's like, oh, okay, that's you. How old are you? 23. Oh God, that's what would happen if I took my shirt off. Yeah, my arms are decent, but so the rest of my body's not great.
Yeah. Well, if that's decent, then yeah, I can't.
God damn!
I don't.
I'm gonna come over this table. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you, Jake. Come over here. We were talking before the podcast started about you working out, man. You got a weight set in your room?
Yeah, I just have weights in my room.
That's pretty sweet. What exercises do you do?
Like bicep curls and I don't know the names. The overhead ones,
Hit
and
those.
the reverse ones. The squat with the weights.
You squat?
Yeah, I'm just gyrating in my room with some
That's
weights in
great.
my hands.
Do you live in an apartment?
I live in a house. I live in like the top. It's like a duplex. Like I'm in the top floor of a house. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's good. Do you like your neighborhood?
Yeah. Are you trying to get my address? Is that where this is going?
So which side of Denver are you on? Yeah, that's what I do. Is I try to figure out where my guests live. It's a new
It's just-
fun bit I do.
It's just GeoGuessr. I'm just 20 questions.
Dude, you look like you would be incredible at GeoGuessr, dude.
I've never tried.
Dude, you
I might.
you might,
You want-
dude.
Can you bring it up?
Pull up some GeoGuessr. I don't know. We fuck around, dude. GeoGuessr. Boom. Look at that. All right. Because we got this in the small window, right? Right, Caleb? Yeah. Sweet, dude. Awesome. Play now. Let's go. You just hit continue with Google. It should just be able to.
Oh, costs money?
Boo. Boo. Free.
Okay, never mind.
Boo.
Never mind. This is bullshit.
Yeah, free. Free. Down. See free? Boom. Maybe we won't play GeoGuessr.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Fuck GeoGuessr. Hey, here's what we're gonna do, Caleb. You go pick a random location on Google Maps, and we'll just freaking try to figure it out. Yeah, we'll
get
just
back
keep
to
talking.
that.
We'll get back to that. That'll be our close. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the mothership because you've been down there how many times now?
I've gotten up there twice on
That's
two
awesome.
different occasions.
Yeah. So what were the two different occasions?
I did roast battle there.
Yep.
And then I just got a spot.
That's awesome.
On the mic.
Just like the open mic.
Yeah.
That's
we
sweet.
we ran into Cam Patterson the night before, and he was like the new guy there at the time. And then we just talked to him, and he was like, "You guys are from out of town. Just write your names down. We'll get you up." Turns out it's not really an open mic. They just let the door people pick who goes on. Yeah.
That's dope. Great, freaking God is good.
So
man.
I did both rooms.
That's awesome. She
Yeah.
did the fat man and little boy, right?
Uh-huh.
That first of all, that's such a hilarious thing to name both of the rooms.
Yeah.
because like both of the atomic bombs dropped on Japan.
Yeah.
That's
Well, good thing the club isn't in Japan.
that is a good thing. Maybe they should move.
Comedy Mothership coming to
age of
Hiroshima.
consent 16 in Japan, so better move that club there. It's probably like the drinking age in Japan's probably like 25. Like, no, that's sweet. So like you did the roast battle, and then yeah. So what do you think makes like for people that want to like get a comeback? Like let's say like I'm a kid, I'm getting bullied at school, and they're saying hey, you got glasses, you're 4 eyes, and then the bully. Like, what would be a good put down on a bully that's bullying you? What do you think would be good things to say? Like
your
good zing.
your mom is a whore.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Call them fat, even if they're not. 'Cause middle schoolers, they're self-conscious. You
Yeah,
call
that's-
a kid fat, they're gonna go, "Am I fat?"
Yeah,
Call them gay,
that always.
which
wins.
I don't. For the
Don't
people at
condone.
home, yeah, I don't think being gay is funny. But what is it? What are you hiding?
Nothing.
What's so funny about being gay, Jason? Can you explain to the people at home what you think is so funny about gayness?
There's nothing funny about it.
How about the L's and the T's and the Q's? What do you
I like them.
do?
They're
Okay,
good folk.
all right. Why don't you look the camera in the eye when you say that?
They're good folk. Come on.
The pluses, the A's, the I's. What do you?
I don't know what the I means.
I think it's intersex.
Isn't that the only way to do it?
You can do outer sex, I guess.
That's what the Mormons do. It's over the
Yeah.
clothes, man.
And me. I don't-
And Jake, dude. Dude, I only make love with my pants on, dude.
Yeah, nipple play
Jeans.
only.
Jeans and nipple play only on
Just
the man.
two pairs of denim rubbing together.
God, there's nothing better.
There's nothing gay about that.
There's nothing better than two freaking belt buckles hitting. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
Two Texas-sized belt
do.
buckles slapping together.
God damn, dude. Me and Caleb went to the Grizzly Rose up in Denver. You ever been to the Grizzly Rose?
No, I've driven past it.
We gotta go sometime. I think that would be fun. I'd love
Yeah?
to see you in that environment. It's just like a cowboy, like country.
In a hoedown?
In a hoedown?
Yeah, they taught us square dancing in like elementary school.
Please, I want you to teach me after the freaking podcast.
I don't
dude.
remember.
Gosh.
But, I've do-si-doed.
You dosey-doed.
I've done the other ones.
Yeah, that's what they teach you down at Virginia Tech, man.
No, I wasn't in college at the time.
I was in your young
yeah,
boy.
I was like a child, yeah.
When you were a child learning how
Yeah.
to square dance. That's fun. That's a good life skill to have. I have to go take
It
classes.
is?
I think so. It's a good life skill to have.
Square dancing?
Just bust it out every once in a while. Good at a wedding, maybe.
Maybe if you're at a wedding full of hicks.
Yeah, that's the only wedding that I'm going to be at. I think I'm gonna marry someone with a college degree.
I think I'm gonna marry someone
Fuck
outside
you.
of my family. No.
I'd hope. I'd hope, man. I don't like the gene pool if I'm in it, man. That's what I think. Yeah. No, I think, but yeah, I went to the Grizzly Rose. It's just freaking just cowboy belt buckles, and it's great. Big fan.
Okay.
Big fan of that. It's a fun time. Do you like go out? Do you ever like party? Do you like go out on the town, like have a good time?
Not really anymore. No.
Gosh, that's amazing. I love that, dude.
What was amazing about that?
You don't feel the need to like try anymore. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're just like, why? Why do I?
I think
need to
it's
go
kind of
here?
sad, but
It is
yeah,
so
it's
sad. Like there's a certain
make a decision, Jason. Is it amazing or is it sad?
No, it's amazing for you. It's sad for other people that are there.
No.
That's what I'm saying. When I look at people that are in like a nightclub, I'm like, you could see a look of sadness deep in their eyes. Because like, oh, I'm here every single weekend because my job sucks. And this is the only fun I get to have, is me going and riding the mechanical bull and hoping that one of my breasts pops out. And I just wait every day to
What
get
kind
to
of
that moment.
nightclubs are you going to where there's a
Cowboys, dude. Cowboys in Colorado Springs, dude. It's nuts. You're just like, oh, this is the only thing that makes me feel alive. Versus you're like, you know what? I'm going to stay at home and I'm going to read some Fyodor Dostoevsky. Instead of going out in the town, going to nightclubs, like, let's read some War and Peace.
Yeah.
That's what you should be doing.
That's how I know I'm better than them.
You are better than them, objectively speaking. I think you're by far better than them. I don't think you have anything to prove.
Who's them? I think we're
Just
we're working on a straw
The
man argument
yeah,
here.
definitely a straw man. Do you know what a straw man is, Caleb?
It's like somebody who doesn't exist.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah.
building up a character that doesn't exist.
I mean, I've met some real nice gentlemen at the nightclubs.
You have?
Oh yeah, great guys.
Who?
Just people. I don't know their names.
I don't think so.
You don't exchange names in the bathroom stall.
Cross that out. Exchange names in the bathroom stall.
Yeah, you don't do
Probably
that.
doing freaking blow back there, Tupitza.
Something like that.
That's how you say your last name, right?
Yeah,
Look at me. Gosh,
nailing it.
I am nailing it. It's fun.
Alexander, is that how it's said?
Who cares? It doesn't.
Is that your
matter.
real name?
Yeah, my real name is Jason Alexander.
Cool.
It sucks. It sucks, dude.
It's all right.
No, my mom was like, "Oh, no one's gonna care about Seinfeld in 10 years," is what my mom said. My mom was very wrong.
Yeah.
It's a
I
generational
care
show.
about Seinfeld.
I do too. I wanted to hate it really bad, and I really love it. It's probably my favorite TV show. Yeah. So, what would you say was like the most exciting thing about the mothership? We can kind of tie back into there.
Okay, you're really harping on this mothership thing.
I
It was a
wanna talk
comedy.
about it.
It was a comedy club. It was really cool comedy club.
Yeah. Do you remember who the judges were for your roast?
It was Jeff Ross. He was the big name.
Mhm.
And then it was like Jamar Neighbors and Frank Castillo and Pat Barker, who are all like roast battle guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you just worked your way up through that Denver roast battle circuit. Just kept burying people, leaving bodies on the trek.
Kinda, I guess.
Yeah, dude. What was your record? Do you remember?
I don't know.
Just won a lot.
Well, I've lost too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't have like the best record or anything, but it's not about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about putting on a good show.
And you put on a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've lost every roast battle I've done except one. That was the You Look Like One against Robbie Camizo. So beat one, but I've lost to I lost to Luke Stam and I lost to Corey.
Wow.
But yeah, man, I'm not a good mean guy.
It's not about being mean.
I think it's about being mean.
It's about like describing somebody in a funny way. It's like you're just going up on stage with another person who the audience may or may not know, and then you just use them as a premise for jokes. And they can be mean or they can be just silly. You're just trying to make people laugh is all.
Oh,
And usually like the meanest jokes aren't going to get the biggest laughs. It's the funniest jokes. So what you really meant it was to say it was not that you aren't mean, it's that you're not funny.
yes, that's what I mean.
I just wanted to clear
You
that up.
suck is what it means. It's actually all your fault, and you're a pussy. That's honestly pretty. That's good. That's good feedback. I do need to. I think I should get back out and do one of those, man. I love just like everything that you guys have been doing with like with the roast battle up in Denver and your show, your sketch show, all that stuff. Like, that's awesome. What made you guys want to do sketch and stand up instead of just a normal stand up showcase?
Well, basically, we just we formed the four of us just kind of came together. We just found ourselves having really good chemistry between us, and then we decided that we wanted to start a show of our own to just kind of give us space to. It's like a jungle gym for all our weird ideas that we have. That if I'm getting paid to do a spot on someone else's show, I don't want to be all alternative or whatever. And then open mics don't really give you a place to be weird because you only have 3 minutes in a crowded bar.
So you kind of just got to figure out if one joke works. Yeah.
So we just wanted a space to any sort of ideas that we've had, just be able to do it, just make it happen.
That's awesome.
And so sketches were kind of always,
Kinda
we always
like
talked about sketches, but never actually made any.
Yeah. We talked about in the car about like how like you lean more on like the writing side and like sitting down and writing scripts.
Yeah.
What advice would you have for somebody that like wants to like write a script or do something like for sketches or like maybe like a screenplay or anything like that?
I mean, I'm not a screenwriter or anything like this. I started writing it because I wanted to get better at that sort of stuff. It's just like anything. You just got to do it. I don't know, read other people's scripts.
You don't?
No, I mean, I do. I'm saying that's
yeah.
like advice. You just read it.
Yeah, read it and then do it and then try to just emulate the things that you like.
And with sketches, there's not really like there's no market for like being good at writing sketch scripts.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to make sketches. Which if you have like a phone and some friends, you can do it.
Damn. Okay.
It's hard to make it good, but
So you can't do that because I don't have friends. Sick. Okay.
Well, ties back to
You
earlier.
had me.
Yeah.
Had me, then you're like, okay, you just get a couple friends. Shit.
Just like put effort into
Yeah.
things you want to do. That's how you do good.
Yeah, like I always I like that Rick Rubin quote. It's like anything you make creatively, it's just like your goal is just to make it as good as possible, even if no one sees it.
Sure.
Like just get obsessed about that process and try to create the best thing you possibly can, like over time. That's what I've been trying to do with the podcast. It's like I know I'm
Clearly
screaming into the void. Yeah, no, it's hard. Like it's every single episode. Like you start off kind of freaking bad, and then you kind of get into a flow. But it's just about the consistency of doing it and showing up every single day and trying to improve your stuff. Especially like when you like go and do like rewrites, are you going back through and like trying to punch things up or like making things flow better and all that stuff? Or
we don't really rewrite. We kind of
just go.
We leave that to like the filming part because like I write the scripts and we usually have like an idea of like what the sketch is going to be, and then I'll like write a script and there will be jokes in it.
Yeah.
But then I have 3 other people that are really funny. And so we do a take of the scripted version and then we like try different things and improvise. And
that's smart. You want to kind of give the space and freedom. And also the thing is you have to, as a writer, your ego like can't get in the way of that. Because if like an actor comes up with a better joke, but you're like, no, but the script says this, and then you're losing out on creating the best thing.
No, I write the scripts fully intending for the other 3 people to make it better.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good perspective that you have already.
Yeah,
that's true. Usually that takes a bit to kind of like figure out as a writer, because usually it's like you work really hard on doing your thing, and then.
Well, I played in bands and stuff, and I like wrote most of the music. But then when you bring a song to a group of other like talented people, like I definitely learned a lot from that of having to like take the back seat, like give a song to somebody who can play the instrument well, and then like let them do what they think is best.
That's awesome. So you played guitar, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Do you play guitar and sing, or just guitar? Man, dude, I want to hear you play really bad. Yeah, dude. So you're in a band for how long were you in a band for?
I started playing in them like towards the end of high school.
Yeah,
and then till COVID, so it was probably like 5 years.
That's awesome. And then you kind of like did that, and then also like kind of then you also still had that kind of stand up comedy itch in your brain that you're like, I want to do that too.
I
Yeah.
wanted to do it when I was like playing in bands, but I always had that going on for me. And so when I didn't, it was like, might as well give it a shot to telling jokes.
That's awesome. Yeah, what's very funny is I actually before I did comedy, I did a bunch of music. I have like a whole book of songs. Oh man, Caleb, could you go in there and grab? There's a black binder, I believe, on the bottom shelf of the white thing. If you can't find it, it's no big deal. But yeah, I have a little song book, and these songs are like the cringiest thing on earth. Thad had me come on his podcast and sing one of the songs that I wrote. It was right after my breakup, and I wrote like probably 30 songs. Oh fuck. Okay.
I know that, man.
Okay. God, this is funny. Okay. This song is called Remember.
You're going to read your poetry to me?
I might, dude. It's pretty bad. But yeah, dude, it's like this is way more painful for me than like watching like my first sets. Because I'm like, oh, I'm not even like trying to be funny. This is me being like emotionally vulnerable, and it's so bad. It's so bad, dude.
Yeah, I don't.
I say you should read one.
Oh, okay.
Don't. Oh man. Okay.
Okay. It's gonna.
If they're bad when you sing them, when reading them is going to be worse.
Oh God. Okay. Can you recall when I first said I love you?
Quit smiling. This isn't funny.
Can you think on the way it felt? Do you remember when I took your hand for the first time? Remember when I called you mine? These pages string together like a love story we shouldn't forget. I'll write a song to say I love you. I'll write 1,000 songs so you can't forget. The ecstasy with your lips on my lips, the buzz when we touch fingertips. Remember the butterflies in your stomach. Remember when I saw you and I felt seasick.
You had the same cadence as Theo Vaughn's Feminist.
Yeah, a little bit. Little poems, dude. I'm trying to woo Jake here, man.
Yeah. Well, it
Didn't work.
Didn't work. No.
Fuck.
So you said you'd write 1,000 songs, but you only got to 30.
Only got to 30.
So you couldn't have been that sad.
Oh man, it's just something about that. But also, was very funny is when I first started doing stand up, like all of my jokes were just like shitting on my ex girlfriend. Like I just would do that. It was like I think creativity, like yeah, being in a good mental space is good. But usually when I was the most sad is just like when my output was the highest because I just would channel my emotion into something else. Like the emotional energy I would put into a relationship, I just replaced and put that into whatever creative thing I was doing, whether it was stand up or whether it was music.
Yeah, that's one way to live.
That is, it's very bad. But yeah, so you just did a band because you liked music.
Yeah.
So what kind of music was it?
We played indie rock. We're indie kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Do you still play?
I do. I actually make the music for the sketches we do.
Dude.
We do,
That's awesome.
to avoid copyright. I've just been like making the music for it.
That's so much
And
fun.
It's elevated the sketches to have a score.
Yeah, I did notice that in like your like park ranger, the Boy Scout one. Yeah, I remember hearing the music in that. Yeah. That's interesting. That's cool that you do that, and like you all kind of like you're able to still kind of use that skill, which is very cool. Because like playing music, I think writing music and doing stand up, it's kind of like I think
they're very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think that helped you in terms of like writing? Do you think just like rhythm or?
Well, I mean, yeah, I spent a long time like learning how to write songs. I mean, there's like the whole thing of economy of language and in a stand up is really important, and it's the same thing in music. To write like tight melodies and stuff.
That's interesting because you don't want to have like filler words or any of that other stuff in music. And
Yeah, you
can't
don't want to have a lot of empty space of uninteresting ideas. Same thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. Also, what's very cool that I've noticed is that like pretty much most of the comedians I know, they usually end up playing an instrument. Like, because like
It's very common, like
Yeah.
music to comedy pipeline. That's why they're intertangled so much.
yeah, like I remember there was when I kind of like was first starting, like I watched Adam Sandler, like his comedy special. I think it's 100% fresh. I actually really liked it. I thought it was like I really enjoyed it. I kind of like think it was like an interesting kind of take on like how to like because he would do like just strict stand up and then he would transition into like a sketch kind of song, like a funny song, and then he closed on just like a really sweet love song to his wife that's like kind of funny. But it was I really liked the special. I thought it was like a really cool thing. Have you like thought about doing like musical comedy ever? Or is that just like not something that's interesting to you?
We're trying to find a way to incorporate it into our show, but writing a song is
Tough.
it takes time, and we just running a show also takes time.
Yeah, when you're marketing, and also all you guys are getting booked too on your own as comics.
That's true.
So that's also really tough to kind of coordinate schedules and stuff when you all have work or like
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
that too. So it'll happen. We've been
Yeah,
I mean, we have like a musical introduction that we do for this. Like we're playing around a lot with like pre-recorded audio sketches to play
Yeah.
like throughout the show.
yeah. You told me about. Didn't you do one that you played over the loudspeaker, like as people were sitting down?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Like you're creating almost like an experience.
Oh, that's
for
for,
the
sure,
audience.
for sure.
Yeah, like also what you're doing is you're bringing an exponential amount of value. Like you're creating a really good experience for someone that's going to want to come back and see the next one too. which is really,
Absolutely,
cool.
yeah.
I think that's something that a lot of people that are running shows don't really do is like, how can we make it so people are going to want to come back next month instead of just trying to get the first person? Like you're thinking long term,
Yeah.
like creating like a really good experience. Because like how much? So you're doing one sketch per month?
That's our goal.
Yeah,
We might not be able to do it for the next one, but that's all.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that.
yeah, dude.
We don't.
Yeah, but it's still it's like a special treat. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like getting like everyone on the same page is really tough. Like I'm trying to get my sketch thing. Like I want to kind of like plan on starting to film like in the summer because it's like that's when my guys they were in college, they're about to graduate. Noah and Alex, who I'm also gonna have on the pod, like they're about to graduate, and then it's like coordinate schedules and like we have this script, and then we're gonna shoot this day, and then here's the shot list, and then like all this different stuff. It's like so much organizational bull crap, like to do a lot of sketches and to like just have like a high output, which is very hard, especially if you're trying to do one every month when you're dealing with other comedians. That's tough though. Like what kind of advice would you have for someone that wants to like make a sketch for the first time or something?
I don't know. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's all the advice
Yeah,
I have.
I like that, man. I'm gonna stop- I'm gonna stop
I'm not
asking.
like an experienced sketch. Like I'm just you
Yeah.
know, just getting into it. So I don't really know anything.
Yeah, dude.
Here's the secret.
Yeah.
Get somebody who knows how to direct and film and edit videos. And if you
And
have
then
that,
leech and worship them as God.
yeah, and then suck them for everything they're worth. Yeah, I'll blast some clouds here on the podcast.
That's how we do it, man. My mom's gonna be pissed at me, dude.
My mom's not even gonna watch.
Oh yeah, that's good. Did your parents know that you do stand up?
They do.
Do they understand how talented and good you are? Do you think they don't understand?
I think my parents were concerned at first,
Yeah.
but my mom happened to be in town when I was at a Comedy Works, like for New Faces. And
Oh, hell yeah.
it was like the second round where I like won and like moved on, and
Yeah.
then after that happened, my mom saw that, and I was just kind of like, "See, I'm not wasting my time. I think
And
I
she's like,
might be onto something."
Dude, I remember after their New Faces with my mom, it was like really like I was riding a high, and then my mom's like, I was like, Mom, like, are you proud of me? And she's like, Jason, is your car one color? Because my car has a gold bumper and the rest of it's not. And I was like, no. And then she's like, do you have 4 new tires on your car? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, I'm not proud of you then.
That's a weird
It's
barometer.
very
to have
funny. No,
as
because
a
my mom
parent.
was like, it doesn't matter how funny you are, Jason, you're still poor. Was like what she was saying. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, It was very funny. It's like I really needed the $500. I like really needed it. Like I was like behind on like my utility bill, like really bad. And like it was like a gift from God. Like
Sure.
which is not the situation you want to be in when you're doing stand up. I think that's like doing well in spite of that instead of being like, oh, this is a motivational thing. It's like,
Well, we all know the richest comedians are the funniest ones.
yeah, like can you look up Nick Kroll's parents? Nick Kroll's parents, I believe.
Oh yeah, they're like
I believe they're
they're loaded, aren't they?
yeah, Jules Kroll, chairman of K2. Oh my goodness. Definitely multimillionaire.
Does it show his,
Yeah, K2.
does it show his net worth? Is Nick Kroll's
Oh yeah. Oh, down. Billionaire businessman. Isn't that insane?
I guess.
Kroll Incorporated?
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Are you surprised to find out that successful show business people come from successful families?
Yeah. There's one.
Kind of puts our whole thing in perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we're gonna make it. You and me.
Uh-huh.
It's just, yeah, like that's like when you're dealing with like that much money, it's like you don't have the starving artist thing. You just kind of like
No.
get it. Yeah, but I also like I wonder if you would have like the doubt if it was you too, at the same time. Like if it was actually your talent or it was just like the resources that you have. So
I mean,
maybe.
to be fair, there's plenty of people that come from very wealthy, very well-connected families that do jack shit with that.
That's true. That is also true. But that doesn't matter. Like they just fail, and then, like I remember I was talking to my mom, and like we had this like rich family member like on like my stepdad's side, and they inherited like all this money. Like I think it was like $4 million, and the person has never had a job their entire life, but they just have $4 million, and like the person was like freaking out because they had to move money from one bank account to the other bank account, and they were like crying because like it was the most stress they've ever been under was moving money from one bank account to another bank account without doing any work.
I mean, to be fair, $4 million is pretty heavy.
Yeah,
Moving
like,
that from one bank to
oh
another.
no. Yeah, I guess maybe it is stressful. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe I just don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have a money mindset.
Yeah, talk to me again when you have $4 million.
What's it for next week? I believe myself, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna go viral.
We're gonna go viral with that clip, dude. Right there.
Yeah, this has been really funny so far. So,
No, man. It's so hard because you can't like force it. It's just like having a conversation. It's tough. But also,
I'm not forcing anything.
yeah, man. I don't know. It's always weird doing interviews and stuff. It's always fun. It's a new challenge, new thing to work on.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that. Started comedy in Denver. Do you remember what was your first open mic?
The Irish Rover.
You did Irish Rover first?
Uh-huh.
Dang, that's a pretty good one. That's a good one to do first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you do good or bad the first time you did stand up?
I did good for what I expected. I told like 3 jokes and the punchlines got laughs. So that I was like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I did really bad my
And
first time.
I thought that I didn't realize how fast 3 minutes goes by. So I had way more jokes that I thought I was going to tell.
Yeah.
I had like 10 jokes that I thought I was going to get through.
Dude, figuring out time, like I'm still working on it. Like I like just got this watch. It's like a digital watch, and now it's like I can do the stopwatch thing. So now I just started using this, and then I can know the exact second that I'm on stage now. Which, because it's like a lot of the times it's like I'm getting off because I'll go look just at the clock. And then you could be 30 or 45 seconds under either way. And like when you're doing like a 7-minute spot, like that's huge. That's like 1 or 2 jokes if you have 45 seconds instead. Because like just like the where you hit on that 1 minute, just like having something like that helped. That was just like a veteran tip for
Yeah.
keeping track of time, but just like wear a watch and stuff. Got that from Callan Reese.
I'm allergic to nickel,
Really?
which is in every watch.
So like you just can't wear a
I
watch.
can't wear watches.
Dang.
I just know how long my jokes are.
You just have that internal clock, man. Like I'm getting like slightly better, but it just happens with time, I think. Cause like
No, I get like the recordings
Yeah.
of my I like record every set, and then when I have a joke down to where I want it to be, I take note of how long it takes to tell.
That's smart. I need to start doing that. I just freaking wing it, which is bad.
Yeah, it's fine too.
I think it's just like I think everyone has like their own kind of like style, and I think there's you should pull different things. Like I think like you doing like an all improv set, I'd love to see.
That's I want to do
Bottom of the barrel.
an all improv open mic,
Oh, dude.
just no material.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Just have like bucket suggestions, crowd work, and riffs. No, if you bring up a bit that you wrote down,
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah, I like that. I do. I want to start a mic like that in the Springs, and then
I don't-
just market it.
I don't know how many venues would be down to have that sort of thing at their bar. Is the
Yeah.
problem.
That's true. Damn. Yeah, you'd have to find someone that's already down. Like, I think you could pitch it at a club, probably.
An open mic?
No, like a suggestion show, like where it's like
Yeah,
like
but
you-
there's already a couple of those
yeah,
in
there's,
town.
there's Catfish. That's Georgia's show. I did that and
Uh-huh.
I went way under my time. That's why I bought the watch.
Mm.
I was supposed to do 7 minutes. I did 5 minutes, and I was like really pissed off about it. But yeah, dude, like just kind of like figuring out like I would love an open mic like that because also you could just like say like, hey, if you guys want at this open mic at Rise or whatever, like, hey, we're doing suggestions from a hat for if you want to, and you could do that for sure.
Yeah.
Like I think like if like on a mic on like a Tuesday or something, we could do that because also you could do something
Wait,
like that.
we?
No, no, not like I'd be there doing like a open mic or whatever together. Like you'd be at the same location. I'm not saying I'm going to start this, but yeah, like the community as like we as comedians.
Royal we.
Yeah, the royal we. Is that a thing? What's the royal we?
It's like I don't know. I've just heard that people say
Can
that.
you Google what the royal we is, Mr. Caleb?
It's a gold-plated Nintendo Wii. Those are the types of jokes that got me on the.
As a single person. Oh man, I just realized I do this a lot. Like even when like I'm working out and I'm like trying to like hype up myself, I like will say we got this
Sure.
when it's me.
Yeah. And you're no king.
I'm no king. Oh no, man. Who would you say is the king of Denver comedy or queen? Who would you say? Who's the number one?
King.
Who's the king?
I don't know, man. Do we have to do this?
Yeah. No, we don't. We do.
Maybe like Sam Talent. I don't know.
That's a good.
He's like the biggest name.
That's true. Yeah. Biggest man as well.
All right.
Biggest.
We don't have
man,
to
dude.
take his act.
He does a bit like that.
He calls himself fat on stage all the time.
Sam Talent fat. Type in fat. God.
See?
Damn it. God.
You don't play another
good show,
comic
right?
special.
Okay, Caleb, pull up that comic. It's way better than both of us real fast.
Just watch another podcast.
Let's just watch Joe Rogan. Let's just read.
Let's do live commentary on the Joe Rogan podcast.
There's got to be someone that does that. Can you look up Joe Rogan podcast reaction? Let's see if there's like reaction videos. First time reacting to the Joe Rogan podcast.
Nobody cares.
This is so dumb. We don't need this.
We don't need to watch.
Yeah. Well, me and Jake can entertain ourselves.
Yeah, we're
Look at this.
storytellers.
We're storytellers, man. What would you say is the worst date you've been on?
To be honest, I haven't really had any like nightmare stories.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so there's like nothing in particular.
Oh man, dude, you're gonna get freaking your DMs blown up after this video.
Yeah, that was my one disappointment in having a viral Instagram video is that my DMs were completely sane. Like, I got a couple people just saying like nice things. I thought at 1 million views I'd get somebody trying to mail me their panties or something. Nobody.
No one cares.
No.
Because 1 million views on TikTok is like, or Instagram, right?
Yeah.
It's like fart in the wind. It's like
Sure.
there's like 1 million of those.
Sure, just shit all over my accomplishments. That's. I'm sorry. Have you hit 1 million views? What's your best? What's the best you've done?
Just 100K. So literally,
100K,
you're literally
okay.
10 times better than me.
Yeah.
100%. That's like,
Remember that.
remember that, you plebeian. Do you have any idea how many views I have on Instagram? You're nothing to me.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, that's fair. No, I think like we always like think like, oh, it's gonna be like that's the thing that's gonna make me famous. It's usually not.
I'm not talking about fame. I didn't think that was
Oh,
going to
you thought
happen.
it was
I
gonna
just
be
wanted
like-
to like insane people in my DMs. That's all I wanted, and I didn't get it.
The comments on the video aren't even crazy. Because you usually get some crazy comments at least.
No, not really. They were mostly supportive. It was like really,
They're like, good for this guy.
yeah.
Maybe they just really believed the bit.
I don't know.
I think they did. I think that's what happened.
They believe the bit.
They believe that you have autism. And
Well, I
they're just
might.
like, oh, well,
I don't actually know. It's been suggested.
by a physician. Have you gone to therapy,
I've never been to therapy.
dude? You should go. I'm honestly like, I
What? Why?
just look at you.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. No, I think
don't-
therapy's good. I've had a very good experience. By
It's like just more work.
yeah, that's like, but it's like work on yourself and like emotional regulation and
I have that.
figuring out where you're
so
wrong.
regular.
Yeah, but also like you could have realized that there's something wrong with you or something you need to like kind of keep in check.
I guess.
Like a reliance on like a substance or like tick or something. Like my thing is like what I was learning in therapy is that like I have a freaking big need to people please, and I will say yes to things I want to say no to, and then I'll say yes to do something I don't want to do, and then I will do no. Like I won't do the thing I said to because I didn't want to, but in order to make the person happy, I would say yes. So it's like, so that's just like something that like I kind of was like, oh crap, I do that a lot, and then kind of now I check myself on it, and
I don't have that. So
you're
so I'm
clear.
actually good.
You're
yeah.
actually perfect, and there's nothing wrong with you. And
I wouldn't say I'm perfect. but-
everyone else needs to go to therapy except for Jake. That's what I think.
Okay, you're doing the people pleasing thing again. First you say I need therapy,
And then I switch
give you-
and
I
then
give
try to
you-
agree with you.
I give you the slightest amount of friction on it. You're like, no, you're perfect, baby. Keep doing what you're doing.
I was being sarcastic, so I wasn't people pleasing. I was making a bit.
sure. It didn't come across that way, but
Oh well, no, you're definitely not perfect. 100%.
okay,
Everyone has
okay,
something to work
asshole.
on. Listen here, you little shit. No, dude. No, I think so. Is there like, do you have a certain like apprehension towards therapy? Like you
It's
just
just,
don't
like,
think it works? Or you think
Money.
it's-
I don't know. My work. What am I? I don't have a thing like works. Like, how would I know if it works if I don't have a goal? Like, don't you need like a goal? Like, there's something that you want to fix about yourself.
Yeah, like what do you think you need to work on? Are you happy all the time? Or do you feel like fulfilled?
Well,
in the things
no
you're
one's
doing?
happy all the time.
Or is it like most of the time?
I'm all right. I don't know. What is happy?
I don't know. I think it's
Like a butterfly? Seeing a butterfly?
just like little moments of whimsy. That's
Yeah,
what
I have
happiness
that all
is.
the time.
You have whimsy all the time?
I'm so whimsical.
Name a time you've been whimsical.
That wouldn't be very whimsical of me.
I don't know. I think what being happy is just like kind of finding fulfillment in the things you're doing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So I feel like kind of like if you have like a purpose and something you're chasing, moving towards, and like you have some like big goal and you're going towards that. Usually, just kind of along the way, you're happy because you have like that thing that you're wanting. And then as soon as you get the thing, like a lot of times, if you just were like, only my happiness is going to happen if I go get this big comedy festival, or if I headline Comedy Works, or if I do all these different things, it's like metrics on the way of like making it. as like a comic or whatever, and
Well,
then
yeah,
you realize
my-
that those things are empty, and then that it was the process along the way that you have to find joy in.
Yeah, well, my big goal as a comedian
Mhm.
was to get on the what's the name of this show again?
Get on the JJ Alexander show.
The JJ Alexander show.
That's true. You
Look at
made
me.
it.
So I'm gonna quit.
You should.
You just said I shouldn't.
No, I think. Well, as soon as you achieve all your goals, what point is there?
I don't know, money.
That's true. Yeah, you didn't make a lot of money.
Power.
On this podcast. Yeah.
Sex.
You saying sex is so fucking funny, dude. You look like a guy that would say fornication instead.
Fornication.
Oh,
Copulation.
big. Can you look at what copulation means?
It means sex.
There's no way. Of course, you don't know.
Except it's sort of like it's the term they use when like worms have sex. You know, it's not like humans.
There's no way copulation is used for worm sex.
Not compilation. Copulation.
Copulation? I thought that's what I was saying.
Copulation.
Dude, my
Copulation,
my
age of
laptop's getting
consent.
hacked. Bro.
Sexual.
Oh, shit. Look at that vernacular on Mr.
Yeah, I read books.
Goddamn, I'm an idiot. That's so funny. Inhuman? What is meaning of copulation in human? I like that one. People also ask. Can you go down? Yeah. Okay. Sexual intercourse, also known as coitus or copulation, is sexual activity involving insertion and thrusting of the male penis inside the female vagina.
You see, I didn't know that
for
part.
sex-
So this is good to know.
This is also known as vaginal intercourse or vaginal sex. Yeah, I don't like that word.
Copulation. No, it's gross.
That's a pretty good. I think that's the worst one.
That's why. It's
that
why.
word sounds sticky.
It does,
Yeah,
man.
because it is. It
It's
is. You have
very
you ever had sex before?
Dude,
It's
no, I fucking.
it's when you insert the male penis just wherever.
Yeah, dude.
Female. Are you an idiot or something? They don't have
Some
those.
sort of dumbass. Some sort of idiot. Yeah, dude. I hate.
My ex-girlfriend's had one.
Oh, good for them. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the key to happiness is copulation. Honestly, kinda, dude. Like I saw like this thing. It was
How when you said happiness, you secretly said penis too. So that's kind of plays back into the.
clip it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good comedy stuff right there. You ever play that freaking? You just. All right, so now finish it, and then you go hap, and then you point at them, and then they say penis, and then you laugh at them, and then take their lunch money.
It's a good joke.
Were you bullied in school?
A little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the same generation, so
Yeah.
we kind of grew up in that like no tolerance for physical violence.
Yeah.
So any bullying was all psychological.
Which is so much more evil, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just like getting to your core.
Uh-huh.
You're like, who are you? Because like if someone just is like you suck and then shoves you into a locker, that lasts a second. But if someone like says like, hey, Jason,
You're
is
fat.
is
Your mom is a whore.
kind of like
You're
that.
gay.
Yeah.
Not that I think that's funny.
But you know, like no, but like the thing is, like in high school, everyone called me Potato. That's it. Clumpus? Freaking Caleb knows that? That sucks.
Columbus?
Yeah, apparently. I didn't know that one. I know it was Tater because people thought I looked like a potato. Like it became a person. Yeah, I think it's me. I don't know why that's a thing or who came up with that.
Oh, you know.
No, I actually don't. That person's probably
right.
selling real estate while I'm doing a comedy podcast. So freaking, we're good. We're up. I won.
Yeah.
I
All right,
didn't win.
Columbus.
I just start crying.
Yeah. That'd be a real tater move.
Very.
You start crying on your own
No,
podcast.
no, not again. No, I kind of did deserve it because I was kind of an asshole in like football and stuff. I would like choke people all the time, like whenever I was blocking.
It's not part of the game.
No, like I would block people and I'd grab their throat as hard as I could and I'd throw them down and then they say don't. Then they would like get really mad at me and I'd say if you want me to stop choking you, just fall over for the rest of practice. And then Yeah, it didn't make people like me very much, but did get pretty okay at football. I was okay.
Yeah, see, that's why you need therapy.
Yeah,
and I'm okay.
you're okay.
Yeah.
Jason has anger issues apparently that I only could unleash on the football field. And
Yeah.
now I don't have that, so I put that energy into writing jokes. And
Well, you
it's-
don't have to analyze yourself here, but
We can.
we can.
I want you to analyze
guess.
yourself.
Analyze myself?
Yeah.
I don't know. I did
Why
that
are you
this
the way
morning.
you are?
Huh?
I said, why are you the way you are?
Childhood? I don't know.
I don't know.
What a question.
Would you say like you had like a normal childhood?
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
That's good.
I don't know. What is normal?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
feel
parents,
like
parents
most-
together.
Most childhoods take place in China,
That is
so
true. Like statistically speaking,
and I'm not Chinese.
so we didn't have a normal childhood.
No.
Well, I guess like a normal American childhood is what we have to ask.
Sure.
Yeah. I wonder what the average like normal childhood would be. Probably like your parents make like $43,000 a year, and then you are just a kid, and your parents probably get divorced at some point. Yeah, I don't know. And then probably you go attend college but don't graduate. Is that about right?
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know, man. What do you think is the average American childhood?
I don't know, man.
What do you think makes a good parent?
Dog. I don't know, man. Just being there.
Being around, I think just
Yeah.
presence. Like I've heard, like parents are going to spend the most amount of time with their children before they turn 18. Like they spent like I think it was 90% of the time you're going to spend with your kids are in the developmental stages, which is very sad when you think about it.
Is
Was-
it?
Yeah, I think so. Or do you think like there's a certain amount of like pushing someone out of the nest, which is a good thing?
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so
Is
like you think it's a good thing that like you spend most of the time with your kids when they're children? Do you think that's a good thing? Or do you think like you should continue to have a relationship going on into adulthood?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I mean, you should leave your parents' house at a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay to not live with your parents.
Forever.
Spend 90% of the time with your parents when you're an adult.
Yeah,
That would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I don't know. I like my parents. You know, I guess like your relationship just evolves and changes.
It's tough to have more than 2 adults under the same roof.
It is. Yeah, I live with 4 other ones.
Yeah, and it's a nightmare in here.
Yeah, it is. It's a crazy little hodgepodge we got going on at the comedy house, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's just life, man. Just freaking like I'm 23. I'm just freaking living with a bunch of people, running up a comedy podcast in my basement, doing open mics very consistently, working a job that I'm not sure is gonna work out. It's just all that different stuff. It's very very weird being at this stage of life. It's very weird.
That's very normal
Yeah,
for your age.
yeah. What would you tell to your 23-year-old self?
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I know. Still,
I don't know. Keep doing it, champ. Whatever.
you're like you're on the right path.
You're whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
You wouldn't say like you've grown a lot since you were 23? Or, like,
I've been
changed?
6'3" since I was about 18. Haven't grown much since then. Guess I'm a little heavier,
More dense,
a little more dense,
more stout.
slightly higher density, and
How much
in
you
these
weigh?
loins. About 200.
You weigh 200?
Yeah.
Carry it well, man.
Thank you. What are you?
220.
You're fat as shit. You look like hell.
I take it back, man. Freaking look weird as shit, dude. I've been hiding it the whole time, man.
I'm not hiding anything.
You should. Roast battle champ my fucking ass, you piece of shit. Yeah, go do Netflix as a joke after I release this piece of shit, dude.
I will.
Let me we could actually talk about that if you'd be open.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the friggin' it's awesome. Big congratulations for you for getting Netflix as a joke.
Thank
first of
you.
all. That's awesome. So how did that kind of like happen? So like you did really well in Denver, and like people really first of all like you and the roast battle scene.
It's
and,
just it's just the roast battle thing. The people that run the show, like in LA, they just are fans of myself and Adam Gilliland. They wanted to bring people from around the country for this festival, and so they picked us two for Denver.
huge congratulations, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
So
Yeah.
it's a big tournament.
Yeah.
You know who you're roasting first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was kind of your process? Like, are you like deep diving on like Instagrams and like stuff on social media, all that jazz, right?
Yeah, I still haven't had a conversation with the first person yet,
Yeah.
but
That's what like kind of like just like common professional courtesy. Like before a roast battle, like you're like, hey,
yeah,
here's a couple things you
if
want to know.
It's a little weird with these like intercity ones because it's hard to make fun of somebody you've never met before, unless they have like a weird growth on their face or something.
Yeah.
Something obvious.
So you're just like, okay, come on.
So I try to like figure out what this person's essence is, like who are they as like when you first meet somebody, because this is what the audience is going to experience. Like when this person walks on stage, you see them for the first time. Who are they, and then try to write jokes, absurd little one-liners about this person and their appearance and demeanor and yeah, and backstory. You can do jokes about people's personal life too.
Yeah. Like what kind of stuff would you put on like your like, okay, these are the things that you can know about me.
For you?
No, yeah, or yeah, we could do me. That's fine.
Okay, yeah,
like
probably.
so like my parents are divorced.
I don't pick that up immediately.
Okay,
But
I would.
I believe it when you tell me it. Glasses, you kind of have like a Christian kind of look to you.
Yeah, definitely. Like clean cut.
Yeah, that mustache needs to go.
You think so?
No, it's all right.
Dude, no, don't back up on it.
It's all right.
Believe
I
it.
was sorry. I was in roast gear. I didn't mean it. I'm just saying, if I were to make jokes
I
about
was,
you,
you'd be
I'm
like-
going to hit the mustache.
Yeah, you'd be like, this guy freaking
Could probably lose a few pounds.
Yeah, could.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy is that like
A little too friendly. Do I need to keep going?
That's fair. Yeah, I am too friendly, but it's like who I am.
Sure.
It's like I'm not sure.
And who you are creeps people out.
God, that's why you're going to fucking LA. God damn it, that's fucking good. Yeah, and who you are? Bad. Yeah, go to therapy, idiot. And fix yourself, dumbass. Yeah, man, it's that's very very cool. How you like break it down like that, because like you break it into like, okay, who is this person? Like, what's this person's vibe? And then you have appearance, because that's the difference. Because like there's like the You Look Like roast show, which is like here in the Springs. Like it's just like kind of like very much just like
It's cut and dry. You
Very.
look like. Which there's an art to that kind of joke for sure. I'm
Definitely.
going to be on that next month. I haven't done it before. So
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're gonna destroy.
I
Holy
hope.
crap. Dude, I might actually go to that one. That's pretty sweet. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you do, because also it's like because the prep work was pretty intense. I was talking with Russell Keller. He won it, the You Look Like one. But yeah, dude, he rules. And like the amount of prep work that he did for like the You Look Like roast stuff was like, it was so many jokes. Like there was like a big like Google Doc of probably like, I don't know, 30 to 40 jokes per person. Like it was insane. Like just that much just volume is crazy. Like how many jokes are you writing for like for when you're going to LA? Like how many jokes would you normally write for something like that?
for like a regular roast battle, it's probably similar. I probably try to get like 30 plus. I don't have like a specific number I try to hit, but it's like double digits.
That's sweet.
But then with roast battle, you get a little more freedom with the joke structure too, so you can kind of take multiple ideas and put them together for one joke.
Yeah, like one of the things I noticed that like the people that do really really good at jokes is their setup is, they say like they'll be like, Jake Tupitza, you mole rat looking motherfucker, and then you do
Hey.
your joke, right? I wouldn't say that. I was talking about Spaghetti Jake actually. No, yeah, you do, but you guys do that, and I'm like, that's a way you get one more joke or whatever. Like I think it's just like breaking down that structure is very cool, and I think it's like you and Adam just crush it. Like I've watched your guys' stuff. The joke writing is very, very tight. It's very, very clean. Very funny
Thank
stuff.
you.
Like how many roasts have you done, or do you kind of like lose count?
Maybe like 15 or so. Not that many, but I do like the judges panel a lot.
Mm-hmm. And then you also are like, okay, I can have like one or two jabs for the comic when they're going to me in the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, it's like, well, because I was just thinking about asking that because it's like, how many jokes does that mean that you've written? It's like 15 times 30. Like
It's been a lot.
That's so many jokes.
I've written a lot of jokes for that show. Yeah.
Because it's a good way of working that muscle of just joke writing.
Oh yeah, just like being able to sit down and write a joke.
Yeah, because then if you have to write regular stand up, you're like, oh, okay, I've done this process before, but I can just do it about a topic instead of a person.
Yeah,
instead of writing at somebody, right to the like.
It's definitely made me a better joke writer for sure.
Yeah, and also I even know just since I've met you, just like your progression too has been really, really cool.
Yeah,
like
you too.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's very kind. It's very cool. I like watching people just like just improve and like just keep crushing it. Like you're smashing it right now.
You know, what's even funnier is watching people stagnate.
Oh, dude,
and get worse.
Oh man, yeah, I can think of
makes you feel better about yourself.
Oh God, it feels so good. It does. It does.
Just watching someone
so bad.
bomb that's been doing it for 10 years,
and you're like, oh man, if I was that person. And then you like go up and then you bomb, and then you're like, well, I'm back to earth. I've been like, especially like when I like, because I've had like a run of like hot shows like for a while, and then like okay, I'm pretty sure this is gonna go good if I'm like doing like 10 minutes or something. And then like you go up at an open mic, then you have a flat bomb, and you're like, okay, I'm human again. This is life. This is who I am on the inside. What would you say is the worst bomb you've ever had?
Probably the most memorable one I had was where I got this hat.
Yeah.
I did a guest spot on this show where I was supposed to do 5 minutes, and everybody else on the show was crushing. It was a great show. I come up, I do my 5 to crickets. Nothing. I get off stage. The show continues. It's great. It's and then they gave me this hat for doing the show. So now I wear it.
That's awesome. That is the best. That is awesome. That is a good bomb story. Because usually it's like, yeah, the room was bad. You're like, oh no,
it was a fantastic show. I just sucked.
Man, I think I never would admit that. I think I'm too egotistical. Like even if
that's why you're in therapy.
Yeah, that's why I'm in
I don't
therapy.
need
And
it.
you're not. You're just honest. You're just like, well, you know what? You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Just move on. Like, so yeah. What was the lineup? If you don't mind me asking, did you remember?
I remember Ben Kronberg was headlining.
Oh hell yeah!
And then it was just other local Denver people.
That's sweet.
It wasn't anybody that is like
a dog or bad.
No, I mean it wasn't. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was not the worst comedian on the show. I was not the best, but I absolutely had the worst set.
Yeah. So, look, after you have a bad set, like, is there a certain process that you do to try to like kind of like get back in your flow or whatever?
Yeah, I go into my car and
cry,
and I sit.
Yeah, that's it. I'll drive home in silence.
You get home, you stand in front of the gun safe with the door open like it's a refrigerator.
You start just looking.
Just like, oh, what are my options here?
Okay. Then you go look at the rat poison you have in your Lucky Charms box so no one suspects anything.
Yeah, or the gun that I keep in my gun safe.
The gun in the gun safe.
Yeah.
Do you want a gun?
No.
You should.
Should I?
No. Actually, well, no, you're not in therapy. Yeah, buy a gun.
Yeah, that's my fear is that if I have a gun, it's,
it's just right there.
It's going to tempt me.
It's like the Green Goblin mask.
Yeah.
It's like, Come here. You need me.
I'm delicious. Put me in your mouth.
Love a good gun.
Is that the Yoda sound?
Yoda, just the gun sounds like Yoda. Put me in your mouth, you will. And just, it's a. I think Yoda talking people
Master
into
Yoda.
suicide's a good sketch idea. That's a good idea.
Master Yoda. Put me in your mouth, Master Yoda.
Maybe Will's. Make your squirt, I will. Sex coach Yoda, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
It would be.
That's podcasting. Just saying that would be funny, and then
Move on.
constantly.
So politics.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I don't want to talk politics.
We don't have to.
We shouldn't.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think like after my bad sets and like what I do is I just like I'll like just drive home with no radio and just like sit, and which is like I should do that after good sets too, and just like be present in the moment, but I don't. Like
I don't think twice really after a bad set.
yeah. You don't, you just like kind of carry on.
Well, because I try to try something out every time I go on stage. Not like necessarily a new joke, but I'll change up in like the set list order, or like try a new tag, or try to open in a fun way.
Yeah.
And then if shit doesn't go right for me, it's like, okay, well, what I did tonight didn't work, so I won't do that again.
Yeah. I like Ralphie May, he had like a scoring system. Like he would be like, if he did a new joke, that's 1 point. If he opened with his closer, that's 1 point. If he would like,
I've seen this before, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super cool.
That was stuff I was already doing,
That's awesome.
I just didn't. I don't keep score or anything, but
yeah, no, that's so great. It's just like you're trying to figure out things that are going to progress you forward and move.
I've heard that if you're not bombing, if you never bomb, it means you're not pushing yourself. Yeah. You're not trying.
Yep. And I've been
Not taking risks.
Yeah, I started playing it. I kind of started.
Means you're a
playing it.
hack.
Yeah,
So that run of hot shows you had,
you suck.
big mistake, pal.
Big mistake. No, but also like there's like this added pressure.
Who do you think you are?
Fucking the best. I don't know.
You're not.
I'm not. No, yeah,
I've been really mean to you on this.
No, it's great, man. No, it's how it goes, man. It was very funny. We've had a very sweet conversation. Me and Jake went out to lunch. It was just very fun.
Yeah, well, don't tell them that.
No, it's good. I'm honest. I want to be open. It's
Yeah.
great. I think it's honestly like it's a really good thing. I love seeing comedians outside of comedy and all this stuff. It's like, oh, we can be like I was messaging you. I was like, oh, we can just be human beings for like 2 hours and not like try
Yeah.
to make a podcast.
And I said, how about 1 hour?
and then you're like, how about this? Rein that in. No. How about this? No. But yeah, man, I think it's just like a way comedians show love is by being mean to each other for sure. Like if they're not making fun of you, it's like, oh, you don't really care. It's like if it's like, hey, nice set, I don't care about you at all. Like that's what that means.
Sure.
Like, hey, good set. It means probably one, I didn't watch your set.
Oh
Two,
yeah, that's the only time I ever say that to.
is when you didn't watch.
If I say nice set, it means I didn't watch. If I say like that was really good, it means I probably watched.
Yeah. Or if
I say nothing and I avoid eye contact. That's what I do most of the time.
I love hitting him with a how do you think you did, man. That's a good
Oh,
one.
that's mean.
Ooh, how do you think you did? I love doing that. Love hitting him with that.
How do you think this podcast is going?
Not great.
That's,
No,
that's fair.
It's pretty fine.
It's about 20% on me.
No, man. No, it's that's funny. That was under the radar. That was a very good joke. You piece of shit. I'll beat the fuck out of you. God damn it. No, man. It's a skill. I'm still working on podcasting. It's just like you're figuring it out little by little. I think the things
sure.
that I need to do is have those anchor topics that I just always can pull to. But I've been very interested in learning more about Jake Tupitza.
Yeah, I'm a fascinating guy.
Yeah, you are, man. I think you don't give yourself enough credit. Came all the way from Virginia to Colorado. That's very exciting. You're a really solid sketch writer and great
We're
comic.
working on it.
Yeah,
We're
man.
working on it.
Yeah, dude. No, I've seen your stuff. It's funny. It made me laugh. Like that's rare. like in an actual like sketch. Like I'm like I've seen a lot of stuff, and I'm like, oh well, that's something. But I'm like, oh, that may be like, that's very good. I like that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, man, I like the stuff, and then I think also as you start making more stuff over time, it's just gonna get better and better. As you said,
That's what we hope. Yeah.
yeah, that would be funny. It's like you peaked with the first one. That was the best thing you're ever gonna make. Because that is the thing with stand-up specials sometimes. Like a lot of the times, like the first special you put out is the best one.
Yeah, it's the one you spent
9
15
years
years,
on, yeah.
making. Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a wild thing about comedy, is then like you try to just get back to that point with like, because you churn your material, which is just like that's such a wild thing. I guess that's kind of the same thing with musicians, but you can play the same song again and people don't care. But with comedy, you gotta like, what's next? What's the next thing?
Yeah. You can't have a hit joke. That's why.
I don't know, like kind of Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, but it's, you know,
Is that a hit joke?
not really. It was just a popular routine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, I don't know. Maybe you can. You can't build a career off of one joke.
That's true.
You have to be funny the whole time.
Yeah, like John Christ, I know he is
Also, jokes are easier to write than songs, probably.
Oh, big time. Big time. Also, like the thing I like about stand up is like you can go from writing something to doing it very fast. With a song, there's a lot of layering.
There's so many that's what
Yeah.
I like about comedy, is that I don't have to rely on anybody. I don't have to pay anyone else. Comedians and bands get paid the same, but when you're a comic, you get to keep all of it.
Yeah, because you're not like, okay, the drummer gets $5 or whatever. Yeah.
And then it took gas money to haul our shit here. You're just like, oh, this $20, it's mine.
Yeah. All mine.
All mine.
Yeah. I think yeah, like I've been like thinking about like is like how worth it is it turning down shows sometimes, if it's like if I'm driving up to Denver for like $20, is that worth it? And like because I know there's some comics, I know there's some Denver people that don't drive down for less than $100 to the Springs, which it's like when you get to that point, it's like, are you just valuing your time, or are you just turning down stage time? And like, what's better, or is it different for every person?
Yeah, bar shows and stuff, the money they give you is more of a gesture of appreciation than it is like fulfilling your financial needs.
Yeah.
So it's like you get $20 to do 10 minutes at a bar up in Denver, but it's more like, it's the stage time that's valuable.
Yeah, big time. It's definitely it's just the experience and the working on like the show for an extended period of time, like doing that stuff. It's huge. Yeah. Yeah, man, dude, how are we doing on time, Mr. Caleb? How are we at? Dude, nice, man. That actually kind of flew by. Yeah, dude. No, was there anything closing statements you want to cover? Anything else?
Closing statements.
Yeah, man.
Come to the All Fours Comedy Show every third Tuesday at HQ in Denver, Colorado. You don't have listeners outside of Colorado, do you?
Yeah, no, fly in.
Yeah, fly in.
Fly in, Grandma. Okay, come on, come and fly in for the show that I'm not on. Do that. That's how we do it, man. Dude, thank you so much for coming on. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you driving down and all that stuff. You're a very, very funny comic. Please follow you on Instagram.
At Jake Tupitza.
Yeah, very funny Instagram handle. Dude, thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah.
It's been the podcast. Thank you all for listening. Get in here. Nice from handshake.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
guys.
me.
Appreciate it. Thanks for doing the episode, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun, dude. We laughed pretty hard.